Good morning grade 3 and a warm welcome to the English class. Well children, what do you understand by this term play? Okay, now I'm not talking children of games. Play where I'm talking related to drama, skit. So what do you understand by this term play? Have you ever seen a play, children? In school? Have you ever acted in a play? What about your assembly children morning which you have skit? We used to have skit, remember? And some of you have taken part in that. Right? So today we are going to see about play. The lesson is about a Chinese play. So we move to unit 3, a Chinese play. Okay. That's on page 222. A Chinese play. Now children, pay attention. First, I am introducing you to some terms. Okay? The terms which we have in a play. The first term is scene. Now, what do we understand by this term scene? Scene, children, it means it is the setting of a play. The setting or the part of the play. Like for example, all of us have seen The Lion King, correct? So where is that setting of The Lion King? Where is that story, that movie taking part? It's in a jungle. Very good. Now children, all stories and play will not have the same scene from the starting to the end. It may change, right? Some of them have the same scene. From the beginning to the end, the scene will be same. But some of the stories have different scenes. Like take for example Cinderella. The starting of the story, where is the scene, children? The beginning, when the story begins. Think. Yes, it is in Cinderella's home. And later, when she is dressed up, the fairy godmother comes and changes her. Where is that scene, children? It is in the palace. Right? So, Cinderella's story has different settings. So, this is one term of a play. Now, let's see the second term. That's called dialogues. Okay. Now what's dialogues, children? Yes, you will tell me talking, conversation, right. Dialogues are talking or conversation. Now who will be talking this, children? Who's having this conversation? It is the characters. Now what are characters? We all know what are characters. Characters are the person or the people in the story who are acting. So they are called as characters. Now, one more term is children. So dialogues are what, children? It is the spoken words in the play script. One more term, that is stage directions. Let me move it a little. Okay, stage directions. Children, we go for movie, no, and then we see the names of the hero and the heroines, those characters. Then you see a producer, then you see the director's name. So there is somebody who is giving directions to these characters. Okay, so that's called stage direction. It tells the characters what to do and how to say the words. The stage direction is, there will be words in the bracket. It will be in the bracket. In the bracket you will have some words. Okay. And it is telling a character what to do and how to say that word. Right? You have seen, no children, we have seen play, how they act. Sometimes the tone is angry, sometimes it is merry, there is laughter in that. So that's all the direction. That's called the stage direction. So children, if you look here in the index, you see here a Chinese play, short play script. The painter and the judge. What do we mean by play script, children? Play script is a piece of writing written for the stage. The actors are acting on stage. So this is a piece of writing, like a story. So now we move to page 2222, a Chinese play. Long, long ago in a Chinese town, there lived a judge called Judge Wong. When the people of the town had disagreements. What is the meaning of disagreement, children? Disagreement is when you don't agree. When two or more people, when they don't agree with something. That is, your thoughts differ. Like take for example video games. Your parents don't allow you to play these games. What are those, PUBG and all that? No? Because they think it's violent. But you love to play those games. For you it is entertaining. So your thoughts differ. There is a disagreement with your parents and you. Let's continue. When the people of the town had disagreements, they would go to the judge. He would decide who was in the right and who was in the wrong. So the judge would decide who is right and who is wrong. He was, however, not a fair judge. What's the meaning of fair judge, children? Fair judge means he is not just. He is not equal. He would only help people if they agreed to pay him lots of money. So children, see this. He was, however, not a fair judge. He would only help people if they agreed to pay him lots of money. Now children, when you read these lines, okay, or these two lines, when you read, okay, how would you describe the judge? What word would you use to describe the judge? Think. What word would you use? An adjective that would describe the judge. Can I say dishonest? So that means the judge was a dishonest person. Right? Now, the painter and the judge. So here we are having two characters. One is the painter and one is the judge. Characters. Judge Wong, an important but dishonest person in the town. Dishonest is one who cheats, who is not being honest. The opposite of dishonest is honest. Painter, a very talented man who visits the town. Talented means very skillful. Scene 1. Now children, I told you scene, about scene. What is about scene? What did I tell you? I told you some terms in the beginning of the lesson. So what do you understand by scene? It is the setting, the part of the story where it is set. Now let's see where the scene 1, where is the setting? A river bank. Okay, can you see this river? At the bank of the river, the sides of the river. That's called a river bank. A river bank. It is just after sunrise. So that means it is somewhere early in the morning. A painter is painting a picture of the river. The judge arrives carrying a roll of white paper. You can see it here, children. He's got this roll of white paper, and the scene is where? It is near the river bank. Right? A scene is the setting of the part of the play. Now, let's see. Judge. Cheerily. Children, what is this in this bracket here? Cheerily. I told you this, no? What is that? It is stage direction. These are the words in the bracket. Can you see this? These are the words in the bracket. That is telling a character what to do. So this, that means here this character, that means the judge over here is cheerful. So it will give the directions, telling the character what to do and how to say these words. So that means here the character will say these words cheerfully. That's called the stage direction. Right? So that means now the judge is over here cheerful. Good morning, my fine fellow. I am the judge in this town, and I am very important. I have heard that you are a painter with great talent. I want you to paint a picture for me, and I will pay you handsomely. Handsomely means good amount. He will pay him good amount of money. Now, painter. Aside. Children, there is a glossary here. Okay. So they have explained to us what's the meaning of this. Aside means words that are spoken to the audience so other characters on the stage cannot hear. So this is the painter. I have heard all about this judge and how he cheats people. I would spend a lot of time on this painting but probably not get paid. Now what's the meaning of probably, children? Children, I hope you have a dictionary with you. You need to keep your dictionaries. Please pause the video and find the meaning of probably. Probably. Yes? If I say, I think it is probably likely to rain. Probably is almost certainly. Please keep your dictionaries, children, with you. So what is he saying? I could spend a lot of time on this painting but probably not get paid. So the painter knows that the judge is not going to pay him for his work. Aloud. Now the dialogue is aloud. I am sorry, judge, but as you can see, I am very busy at the moment. At the moment means this time. Children, now please open to page 323. Judge. Nonsense. I am sure you can find the time. If you paint me a beautiful picture, I will put it up in my house. Many important people visit me. They will all see the painting and you will get more work. So what is the judge saying? Because he is a very important person, so there are visitors in his house. And so the the painter will get lot of work seeing the good painting. Now who's speaking over here, children? This is the painter, right? Painter. Well, even if I could find the time, the painting would be very expensive. I am not sure you could afford it. Expensive means very costly. Judge. Impatiently. What's the meaning of impatiently, children? Patient means calm, okay? You're very quiet. Impatient means you're getting restless, you're getting irritated. So that's the meaning of impatiently. Judge impatiently. I have lots of money. I can afford anything. Now, no more excuses. Here is the paper. Get on with it. So the judge has given him a paper to paint. Now we move to children, scene 2. Can you see, that was the first scene. Where was the first scene, children? River bank. Very good. And where is the second scene? Let's see, where is the second scene? Later that day, the painter is standing in a beautifully furnished room in the judge's house. So the second scene is at the judge's house. What is the meaning of furnished, children? Furnished means which is decorated. It has furnitures and other things. Suppose if I say it is a furnished bedroom, so it will have bed, then it will have the wardrobes. Okay, so that's called furnished, which is having furniture. He is carrying the roll of paper. The judge enters. Who's carrying the roll of paper, children? The painter. And who's entering? The judge. Painter. Good afternoon, Judge Wong. I have finished the painting. Judge. Wonderful, wonderful. I can't wait to see it. The judge snatches the paper from the painter's hand and unrolls it. He reads. Now children, snatch. Snatches means to pull something. Quickly to pull something, to seize in a very rude manner. Like your brother is eating a piece of cake and you know your brother is not going to share it. So you quickly go and you snatch it from him. So that's called snatch. Unrolls it means opens it. A herd of goats on grass. So what is the title of the painting? A herd of goats on grass. Herd means, children, herd of goats. This is a collective noun, right? So that means many goats we call herd. Cattle. Cattle is animals. So herd of goats. Painter. That's the title of the painting. Judge. Puzzled. What is the meaning of puzzle, children? When you don't understand something, right? So that's called puzzled. Well, yes, but where's the painting? Apart from the title, there's nothing there. There is no grass. So what's there, children, on the paper? Only the title. Title is the topic, the heading. And what is the title saying? A herd of goats on the grass. So that means what has to be on the painting? On the paper, what needs to be there? Yes, there has to be goats, there has to be grass, some scenery. But there is nothing on this paper. Painter. Well, obviously, as there was nothing left to eat. The goats. One minute, children, I have skipped a line, I think. Yes, I am here. Okay, keep your fingers here. After we are finished here, there is no grass. Now we are here on painter. Okay, painter. Very seriously. Well, the goats had a good feed and all the grass is gone. So what's he saying? That the goats had a good feed. Good feed means the goats have eaten all the grass and there is no grass. And are there goats? Let's see if there are goats over there. Judge. Bewildered. So where are the goats? If the goat has eaten the grass, so where is the goat? He is asking. painter. Well, obviously, what's the meaning of obviously, children? Clearly. Okay? Well, obviously, as there was nothing left to eat, the goats left to find another field. So what's the painter saying? That the goats have eaten all the grass here and now they have moved to another field. Judge, really angry. I am not paying you for this blank sheet of paper. Blank sheet of paper means there is nothing on it. There is no drawing on it. Painter, fair enough. I didn't expect to get paid anyway. So the painter knew that the judge was not going to pay him. The painter leaves smiling. So the painter is happy, right? He leaves smiling. So that means the painter is happy. Good play, children. Enjoyed? Wish we were in school. We could have acted this in the class. So well, children, what do we understand by this word scene? Who would tell me what is a scene? A scene is a setting of the part of the play. How many scenes does this play script has, children? It has 2, right? Now, how will we know where each scene is set? How do we know where? We said there are 2 scenes. How do we know where each scene is set? Now this is the first scene, right? So how do I know where each scene is set? We know from the details given. Can you see? There are details given about the setting at the start of each scene. So when the first scene is starting, they have given us details about this scene. Now if you look at the second scene, again they have given us details over here, right? So scene is the setting of part of a play. And how do we know where each scene is set? We know from the details given about the setting at the start of each scene. Now children, what do we understand by dialogue? Think. I explained to you in the beginning what's dialogue. Dialogue is conversation, the spoken words in the play script. Now which are the spoken words here? Can you see this? These are all spoken words, right? Now children, how do you know who is speaking? Can you see the person's names here? Painter, judge, painter, judge. By this we know that who is speaking. From the name of the speaker. This is the name of the speaker. It is where it is, children. It is before the words spoken. These are the words. Before these words spoken, we have the names of the speaker. You see these? These are the words spoken. And before that you have the names of the speaker. Right? So we know who is speaking. Now children, how do we know what that character is speaking? Now what is the judge speaking? How do I know? Because these words tell us what the judge is speaking. These words will tell me what the painter is speaking. So from the words which follow the speaker's name. This is the speaker's name. So these words, they follow the speaker's name. So these are the words what this character is speaking. Right? Now children, what is stage direction? What did I tell you about stage direction? Can you see this in the brackets? Puzzled, really angry, all these words. Can you see? Very seriously. These are all stage directions. These words in the bracket, they are telling a character what to do and how to say these words. Really angry. So that means the character has to change his tone over here. Here leaving smilingly. So here it will be said in a, this will not be told in an angry tone. It will be told very calmly or very smilingly. So these are the words, these are stage directions, right? So children, for homework, what you're going to do is, you will do word check. Okay, I discussed the word check, and then you will also do this question and answers, right? We have just discussed, when I told you this, when I was discussing the lesson, when I was explaining, these were explained, so you could do these answers, discuss the answers to the question. So that's all, children, from my side. Thank you and happy learning.